sophomore. The guards are 73, Michael Johnson, 6'1", 195-pound sophomore. And 79, Joseph Gilder, a 5'11", 205-pound senior. At the tackles, number 64, Chad Langdon, a 6'1", 200.
Football field. This is Mike Harvey, along with Mike Coggins, Keith Stewart, and our Panther Vision crew, and we're moments away from homecoming 2001 as the Panthers and the Manchester Mavericks get set to do battle here on Sam Vincent Memorial Field. We've got a gorgeous night for football. Temperature is going to be in the 60s, into the 50s before this night is over, and the crowd is building, so we will have a big homecoming crowd here tonight as the Panthers, 5-1, will take on the Manchester Mavericks. Manchester is about to come out onto the field on the far side. The Panthers will make that walk up victory hill in just a few moments, and we'll get this football game underway. Right now, we want to pause. Remind you, you're listening to Panther Football and Panther Pregame on WMGO. Back with Mike Coggins' pregame comments in 2 minutes. Back at Sam Vincent Memorial Field, Canton Academy and Manchester about to meet in another big football game for the Panthers in Manchester. And Mike Coggins, you've been around this game a long time, and well, number one, you're a lot older than I am, but
I'm older than everybody.
I understand. But number two, when you talk about rivalries in academy football, there's just not too many that compare to Canton and Manchester.
There's really not, Mike. It's good. It's a good rivalry. Whether or not we're in the conference, which looks like there's a good chance we may be in the conference back with Manchester next year and the year after, but right now we're not. But really doesn't take anything or taint the rivalry at all. It's close. A lot of the kids know each other, and both teams always play physical football.
These two teams played as good a football game as you would ever want to see last year at Manchester.
Absolutely, they did, and I don't really think that we'll see anything different tonight. I think Manchester's kind of coming in here off an upset loss up and down, and nobody wants to drive up and see this homecoming that night. And so I know they're going to come out ready to play, and I know the Panthers want to build on that big win of a week ago.
I don't think there's any question about that. And, Mike, of course, the Panthers, I just don't know if you can play much better than they played last Friday night against Benton.
The offense was clicking on all cylinders. The defense played extremely well, and the kicking game was good. It's, you know, as I talked with Coach Godfrey this morning, the offense, other than the Simpson game, has really been able to do pretty much what it's wanted to do all year, throw whenever you want, run whenever you want, and everything's been clicking. And I think the key always, as in any offense, is the offensive line. David Ratcliffe, if he has time, he's going to pick somebody apart. And we've already talked several times this year about the different number of running backs the Panthers can throw at people.
That's the Canton Academy Band with our national anthem. We're moments away from the start of tonight's football game, and Mike Coggins, of course, getting back to talking about Canton Academy and the play that they have gone through 6 football games this year, and of course, as the Panthers come out onto the field, dressed all in black jerseys, black headgear, black pants with the white numerals, the traditional home uniforms for the Panthers. And Mike, of course, Canton Academy traditionally been a running football team. Knock you off the football, run the toss sweep. This year has been so much different as the Panthers have been a throwing football team, and David Ratcliffe has just had a great year at the quarterback for the Panthers, and also the Panther receivers have done a great job catching the football to the field. And we're just about set to go for homecoming 2001, and a big crowd is gathering as George comes forward, booms it high and deep, and Lampley will grab it on the 5, and he fumbles it and goes up to the left side of the field. It's going to be hit and dropped as he got over the 20 to about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Mavericks will play it. First down and 10 yards to go.
Another good kick, Mike. High, long kick, taken inside the 10-yard line. Looked like Michael McGee, the first guy down to make contact and the Mavericks will take over. First and 10, 77 yards away from the Panther end zone.
Mavericks won a one-point game last year over at Manchester, and of course the Manchester Mavericks played in the AAA championship ball game last year in Jackson. So it'll be first down and 10 yards to go. They'll get number 62, John Burnett, over the football at center. A slot will come to the near side of the field with a wing to the near side. They'll work out of the shotgun set as Lampley will take the snap, and he'll just run the football off the right side. He's up over the 30, 33, 34-yard line. It's going to be very, very close to the first down. Nothing funny about that. That was just a power play, and Lampley got it. They'll mark it at the 33. He's going to be just a yard shy of the first down. It'll be second down and 1 yard to go.
Well, the Mavericks just loaded up the right side, Mike, as they did, as you said, had a wide slot. They also had an inside slot, and then the setback with the quarterback in the backfield out of the shotgun was also to the right. And they just took off and basically outnumbered the Panthers. It looked like Miller Todd was coming through for a good shot, but a good pickup block by Nathan Pepper sprung the quarterback for a few more yards.
And, of course, Miller Todd, a big cog last week for the Panthers. He had 16 tackles. I didn't have 16 tackles in my career. And 16 tackles last week. They bring the chains across to measure. It is shy of the first down. It'll be second down and inches to go for the Mavericks. They'll bring it back toward the hash mark to the near side of the field, and it'll be second down and inches to go for number 5, Alex Lampley, the quarterback for the Manchester Mavericks. And again, Burnett will get up over the football at center. It will be just about set to go. Chain crew a little slow tonight. Of course, those are old guys, and they can't get across the field that quick. So it'll be second down and inches to go for Manchester. We've just started here at Canton Academy. Here's Lampley on the snap, straight ahead, dives to the 35. He didn't get much, he didn't need much, but he got enough for the first down.
Yeah, just direct snap, almost like the old single wing, Mike, except there was only one back there with him. But one thing that I noticed real quickly with that one back there, it almost looked like he was in motion, but I don't think he was. The ball just took a little time to get back there, but that means that back has a full head of steam by the time he gets to the line and become a good blocker. And that time helped Lampley just nudge enough for a first down.
So the Mavericks have picked up the first down of the ball game, and they'll bring number 24 wide to the near side. That's Andrew Williamson. They've got a slot triple set to the far side. They'll take it out of the shotgun, and they give driving off the right side to number 40, Nathan Pepper. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards of the play as the Panthers penetrated greatly and knocked him down for a big, big loss. And there's a flag on the play, and it could be that the Manchester Mavericks have been detected for holding. No, illegal procedure on Manchester.
Mike, looked like that time, as you called it, once again they had 3 wide receivers or 3 eligible receivers to the left and handed off to Pepper going left. Looked like the Panthers slanted to that strong side and had great penetration and threw Pepper for the loss, and they'll decline the penalty, make it second down at about 13.
Mike, obvious 3 plays into the ball game. Manchester is going to try to spread the Panthers out. They're going to try to spread them out, and, of course, just nothing in tight. They're going to really try to spread the field out and make the Panthers defend them and really stretch the football field. Wide out to the far side, triple to the near side, lone setback. Now on the shotgun, here's the quarterback throwing to the up-back Pepper, and Pepper will drive to the 40-yard line. Going to get back about 3-4 yards of the play, and the Panthers knock them down right there, and it'll be third down and about 6 yards to go.
Good play by design that time, Mike, as all those wide receivers took the Panthers deep, and then they ran Pepper underneath on the middle screen. Pretty good reaction that time for the Panthers. Held it to about a 4-yard gain.
So it'll be third down, about 6 yards to go for Manchester. 10-19 left to go in the first quarter of play. No score. This is the first possession of the ball game. Number 62, John Burnett over the ball at center. Michael Johnson and Joseph Gilder are the guards. Will Jones and Chad Langdon are the tackles for Manchester. Here's the snap, and Lampley rolls out right to throw. To run the football, Panthers penetrate well. Jerome comes up from a defensive end and knocks him down back at the 35-yard line. Loss of about 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down, and Manchester will have to punt the football.
The identical play they ran on first down on their first possession, Mike. That time Allen was lined up on the third man from the inside, the wing back, and just did a great job of fighting off that block and getting out, stringing it out, and making the stop back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth down, and we'll have Buckley and Jonathan Miller deep for the Panthers.
Buckley and Jonathan Miller will stand back on about the 30-yard line to receive the punt. There's the snap. It's high, and it gets through the punter's hands, and he's going to go back and cover the football.
Panthers grab the first big break of the ball game as they hold the Mavericks, and Chad Langdon goes back in punt formation. Chad's not a little guy. He's about 6'1", probably needed to be about 6'5" or 6'6" to catch that snap, and probably did the smart thing, just falling on the football.
Russell Cook will get up over the football at center. Will Lampkin and John Sowell are the guards. John Harrell, Lee Chestnut the tackles as the Panthers going to slot to the near side of the field. Tight end to the far side. Offset eye in the backfield. David Ratcliffe sends Buckley in motion to the far side. Spins, pitches wide. He goes to Jonathan Miller. Miller's going to be hit and wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage back at the 16-yard line. Loss of 3. It'll be second down and 13 yards to go.
Will Woodell came through that time, Mike, after the defensive end came in and took the kick-out block by the fullback, and it really messed the timing up a little bit, and Woodell got there and made a big stop for about a 3-yard loss.
Trey Burnside will check in with the play from Coach Flip Godfrey and the coaching staff on the near side of the field. Second down, 13 yards to go for the Panthers. They have it at the 15-yard line. Backs are in the offset eye, slide to the far side of the field. Ratcliffe looks at a stacked defensive front as he goes off play action, gives on the reverse to Buckley, wide open at the 15, 10, 5, lays a move at the 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Panthers!
Great call that time, Mike. The Panther coaching staff, obviously through film, has seen that the Mavericks really like to flow to the football, and they did that on the first play, and on this play, just Buckley coming around, getting the handoff, really only had one man to beat, had a man out front, and really outran his block, and then just powered his way into the end zone. The Panthers go on top early.
Tyler Clark will attempt the extra point, and he has been sensational on the football season. Sean Ellis will put it down. John Paul Buckley will snap it. Waiting for the snap. There it is. It's down. Kick on the way. It's back on the track, and it is good. Time out of the field. 8:27 left to go. First quarter. Panthers 7, Manchester nothing. Page comes forward. He just pooch kicks it on the far side of the field. It's a free ball, and it's wide open. It's rolling loosely, and I think Manchester jumped on top of it at the 29-yard line. But, Mike, the Panthers had a chance to grab that one. They did the little sky or pooch kick and almost grabbed that football.
Yeah, it worked just like you planned it. The up guy for Manchester didn't look like he realized that it was going to be a free ball, didn't really go after it. And then one of the Panthers caught it and then just lost control of it. And basically the Panthers had the best opportunity to recover it, but lost it, and the Mavericks do take it first down at their own 29.
And the Mavericks will have it at the 29-yard line, trailing 7-0. Now they're a little more conventional on a double wing with a wide out to the far side. Pepper's a running back, man in motion to the far side, and they go all kind of direction, giving a trap up the middle, and nothing there. Panthers slam it down at the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go.
Josh Hoffman, a 180-pound senior, the slot on the far side, came back underneath and tried to come on the wingback inside trap. The Panthers saw a lot of that with their game with Prentice 2 or 3 weeks ago and were ready for a short gain on the play.
Wide out will come to the near side of the field. That's number 1, Fenton Anderson. There'll be a slot to the near side. In the slot, Jacob Woodard. And also a wing to the near side. And rolling out right to throw is Lampley. He sets, fires to the outside. Pass is caught on the near side by number 42 for the Mavericks. Catching the football is Josh Hoffman, and Hoffman drives it to the 45. He's going to have enough for a Maverick first down. First down and 10 yards to go for Manchester.
Good throw and catch from Lampley to Hoffman that time as the wide receiver went straight down the field and tried to drag the secondary deep. And the outside slot and the inside slot both ran out patterns, one just a little bit deeper, and Mike actually had two receivers open there, and the up back happened to go up and get that one.
Manchester really spreads you out. Now with a double wing and a lone setback, wide out to the far side. Here's the give, and they give the football to number 11, Jacob Woodard, and Woodard's going to drive it to the 45. No gain as the Panthers strung it out well, knocked him down for no gain. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks.
Go speed play coming from the near side of the far side. Evan Bias read it quickly, but wasn't quite quick enough to make the tackle as the running back Woodard got by him, but the Panthers reacted very quickly and held him to no gain.
Evan Bias, 6 feet tall, 220-pound junior, playing defensive end for the Panthers and did a great job on the far side. No gain. Second down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks. They'll get a wide out to the near side of the field. That's number 1, Anderson. Slot to the near side, wing to the near side, triple slot with a lone setback as Lampley calls him out. Got a lone running back. Now he puts Pepper in motion to the far side. Now he stops, waiting for the snap. He's back to throw. Sets, fires to the outside. Overthrown. Tried to get it on the far side of the field up about the 47-yard line, but it fell incomplete. Tried to get it to Andrew Williamson, but it was overthrown. It'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks.
The ball overthrown, Mike, just a quick, about a 3 or 4 yard curl pattern is all it was, and went way over his head. Had he caught it, that's about all he would have. The Panthers were right there to make the stop.
So it'll be 3rd down, 10 yards to go. 6:28 left to go in the first quarter. Panthers on top, 7-0. They were the beneficiary of a big break early in the ball game as Manchester snapped the ball on a punting situation over the punter's head. Lampley rolls out right, pass intercepted as he tried to get it to the flat, and the Panthers stepped in front and intercepted it at the 47-yard line. Let's see who got the football for the Panthers. Alan Jerome stepped in and intercepted it for the Panthers back in coverage, and the Panthers on the second turnover will have it at their own 49-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Once again, 3 receivers wide to the near side. One went deep, the other 2 ran a combination pattern, hoping to pull the defender out. Alan Jerome did a good job of staying where he was supposed to be, and actually the quarterback threw the ball right to him, and Allen reacted well, and the Panthers have their second turnover of the ball game.
Slot to the far side, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe looks at a 5-man defensive front as he calls him out, spins and gives on the trap play up the middle, and nothing there. Manchester slammed it down. They gave it to Morgan, and Morgan had nowhere to go, no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers.
Mike, I call that the second turnover. Actually, the first was not a turnover. The Mavericks just, if you just joined us, a bad snap over the punter's head, and they jumped on it back to 12, and after one play of a 3-yard loss, the Panthers ran a reverse, and John Paul Buckley took it in from 15 yards. The Panthers are on top now as we're midway through the first period.
Well, you're right. It's not technically a turnover, but you know what? In a coaching terminology, it ought to be a turnover. Slot to the far side of the field, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe off play action, sets, fires downfield, intending it for Trey Burnside, but it fell incomplete at the 41-yard line, and the Panthers will face a 3rd down and 10-yard to go situation.
Have a flag back deep, Mike. It looks like it's going to be a roughing the passer against the Mavericks, and I got to tell you, I was watching. David was under a little pressure when he let the ball go. I looked away, and that was an extremely close call. Now, unless he hit him in the head or whatever, but they were a step or so away. But anyway, T. Peaster out there did a very good job defensively on Burnside, but good pressure that time by the Mavericks, but it's going to cost them 15.
15 yards, and the Panthers will pick up a 1st down as they mark the penalty all the way down to the Manchester 35-yard line, and the Panthers are in business. 1st down and 10 yards to go with 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. Panthers trying to go 6-1 on the campaign, going to Grenada Kirk next week. We'll be on the road, and of course, it's been nice to be home for 2 weeks in a row. Make no mistake about it. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe goes straight back to throw. Set screen to the near side for Miller. Miller had some broke a tackle and got it up to about the 30-yard line. So he picked up about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Panthers.
Screen to the near side to the tailback coming out of the backfield. Jonathan Miller's fairly well set up. Good pickup on 1st down of about 6 yards, and Josh Huffman finally knocked Miller down close to the facing the ball, the tip of the ball on the 30-yard line.
Trey Burnside will check in with the play from the Panther coaching staff, and Buckley will go wide to the far side. Burnside wide to the near side. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe looks over that 5-man defensive front. 2 linebackers set for Manchester. He calls them out. 2nd and 5. Gives driving off the left side. Gain of about a yard or 2, and that's all. And there's a fumble on the play as he comes loose, and Manchester comes up with the football.
Just a lead play off the left side and a great hit. Looked like Josh Hoffman was there with one other Maverick. I didn't get his number, but Jonathan was just stuck. The ball came loose, and the Mavericks get their first turnover, and will take over now at their own 29.
So the turnovers even at 1 apiece, and Manchester will have it just where they had a moment ago at the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter of play. Panthers on top, 7-0. Lampley will send a wide out to the far side of the field for the Mavericks. Now he's got a double wing with a lone setback. As he calls him out, man in motion, he gives on that speed play again to number 11, carrying the football, Woodard. Woodard gets a nice block on the outside, drives to about the 35-yard line, so he's got about 6 as the Panthers run him out, and it'll be second down and 4 yards to go.
And that's all it is, Mike. It is simply a speed play as Woodard just kind of outran a couple of the Panthers and picked up pretty good yardage on first down.
And again, when we talk speed play, basically what we're talking about is you visualize it on the radio. We're talking about a sweep because that's exactly what it is they tried to get it to the corner. And, of course, they're out that same set again, the double wing with a lone setback wide out to the near side of the field. Lampley looks at the Panthers stacked in a 5-man defensive front, and he calls him out, man in motion to the far side, gives driving to Pepper, the fullback. He drives to the 40, and he should have enough for a Manchester first down. He got 5, and he does have a first down. First down at 10 yards to go for the Mavericks. Well, let's see. Now they say his knee hit the ground at the 39, so he's just about a yard shy. It'll be third down and less than a yard to go. Third and less than a yard to go for the Manchester Mavericks. They'll get a wide out to the near side of the field. Lampley again to the double wing with the lone setback. 4:42 left to go in the first quarter. Clock on the move. Panthers lead it 7-0. Mavericks call him out. Lampley looks at the Panther defense, drives, giving it to Pepper, driving up the middle. And let's see, I don't know if he got the first down or not. He didn't give it. He kept the football, and he may or may not have gotten the first down. Panthers knock him down right at the line of scrimmage. They look to the far side of the field, and they're going to bring the chains in. And, Mike, great job by the Panthers of recognizing defensively.
Yeah, pretty close. It does not look like it's a first down from here. It may be, but I don't know if the quarterback's reading that or not. If he is, he misread that one. He should have given that one, and he pulled it. The dive back easily picked up the first down. But as Lampley kept the football, good defensive play. And it's going to stretch the chains, and it is just barely by about 2 inches of first down for the Mavericks.
So the Mavericks pick up the first down. First down at 10 yards to go with 4:18 left to go in the first quarter. And the Panthers on top by the score of 7-0. And, Mike, we had said this last week in the Benton ball game. Manchester seems to have taken a page. Now they're taking the football and just running it straight at the Panthers.
Yeah, and they've got the Panthers, I think, thinking speed play and sprint out and that type of thing. So they've got the middle softened just a tad.
Double wing, lone setback, man in motion off the wing to the far side. Give driving and now keeping the football. Lampley breaks into the secondary at the 40. He's to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Manchester.
61-yard run on the touchdown. Alex Lampley, and that time ran the option look to the left, pulled the ball from the dive back, and just, Mike, he didn't even get to the tackle. As soon as the dive back hit the guard, right over the guard, Lampley just basically followed him up, straight up the field, and veered a little bit to his right and went into the end zone from 61 yards, virtually untouched, and they go quickly here late in the first quarter and are an extra point away from tying this one.
Chad Langdon will attempt the extra point to try to tie this football game up, and Manchester did a great job right there just keeping the football on the ground. There's the snap. Kick on the way. Kick good. Time out of the field. 3:51 left to go in the first quarter. Canton Academy 7, Manchester 7. Back with the Maverick kickoff in 30 seconds. After a Lampley touchdown run, Manchester has tied it up. We're 7-7 with 3:51 left to go in the first quarter. Kick will go to John Paul Buckley, who runs out of his shoe, and he's in the clear at the 40, and he's going to be knocked off his feet at the 42-yard line, and he was down. He fumbled the football, but the official said he was down at about the 44-yard line. And the Panthers, one of the officials signaled that he was down. Manchester recovered it, and now the referee comes in and says Manchester does have the football. On the fumble on the kickoff, it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks from the 45-yard line.
Well, Mike, that play looked great when it started. A huge hole in the middle, looked like the Red Sea parting, and John Paul went up there, ran out of his shoe, and actually ran into his own blocker, and that just kind of blew the whole thing apart. And as it was going down, fumbled the football. The Mavericks have their second turnover in a row at the Panther 45.
So let's see what the Panthers are going to be able to do defensively as Manchester has gotten another turnover, and they have the football in Panther territory at the 45-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. Lampley will put his ball club in a double wing, wide out to the far side. Pepper is the lone setback. Man in motion to the far side. He gives driving to Pepper. Nothing there. He may have gotten it to the 44 for the gain of a yard. It'll be second down and 9 yards to go. John Harrell was there inside defensively to make the tackle.
Yeah, good defensive play that time, Mike. The only problem with that is you get Lampley keeps getting the Panthers biting on that, and then we're going to see him keep the football again. The Panthers have certainly got to put a man on him as he showed good speed running that touchdown just a moment ago.
Double wing with a lone setback now. No, again, a man in motion off the wing. Lampley off the option, sprints to the far side, is going to drive it to the 39-yard line. So he's got about 3-4 yards of the play. Give him 5. It'll be third down and about 5 yards to go for Manchester with 2:59 left to go in the first quarter of play.
Another option, but Mike, a little bit different that time, as he just went down the line and kept it. There was no fake in the middle to hold the linebackers, and the Mavericks now third and about 3 or 4 in a no-huddle situation.
Lampley with a double wing, wide out to the far side. Lone setback as he sets them down. Third down, 5 yards to go. Lampley off the option's going to drive. Panthers knock him down after the gain of about a yard or two, and that's all as they came hard and heavy. Number 45, John Lutz, made the tackle. It'll be fourth down and about 2 yards to go. Manchester and Coach Mike Solman Sumlin has a decision to make right here. And, Mike, it looks like they'll go for it on fourth down and about 2 yards to go.
Yeah, the way they're moving the football here, Mike, and just coming off a turnover, getting another, and have the ball at just about the 35. I don't think there's any question.
Lone setback, double wing. Lampley sets him down. Long step count. Panthers come charging off sides, and that will pick up the first down for Manchester. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks.
Boy, you hate to see that. Now, big play right there could have turned the ball game one way or the other, and, you know, all those defensive linemen have to do is look at the football, and they were not doing that. And about 3 or 4 of them jumped offside.
So down to about the down to the 31-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks. So they've got a fresh set of downs. 4 downs, double wing with a wide out to the far side in a 7-7 football game. Man in motion to the far side. They give driving up the middle to Pepper. Pepper drives to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3. It'll be second down and 7 yards to go as the Panthers stack it up nicely after the gain of 3.
A little different look that time, Mike, because they've been sending Woodard in motion from right to left and having him be the pitchback. That time, he planted and cut up, tried to lead the play. I don't think he got there quite in time to do so, but anyway, he was going to be a lead blocker rather than a pitchback on that one.
Lampley with a double wing, wide out to the far side. Pepper will be the fullback behind the quarterback, number 5, Alex Lampley, as he looks at a stacked Panther front. Man in motion off the wing. He's going to run the option to the left side and going to get it to about the 27. So give him about a yard. It'll be third down for Manchester. Third down and about 6 yards to go. John Lutz again there to make the tackle for the Panthers.
Yeah, Lutz right there. Miller Todd also. Alan Jerome, good conversion that time on the quarterback. Is now the Panthers really have to be disciplined to watch the pitch because obviously the quarterback is the one really want to try to take out of the game at this point.
And now Coach Sumlin wants to step in and call a timeout. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Panthers 7, Manchester 7. 6 situation.
Huge defensive play right here, Mike. And, of course, the Panthers looking for a big defensive stand to put the Mavs in a fourth down call.
Lampley will put a man in motion off the wing on the far side. He's going to keep the football driving and pitch on the option play. Gets it to number 11 carrying the football for the Mavericks. That's Jacob Woodard. And Woodard is going to be dropped down at the 29-yard line. So he actually lost a yard of the play, 2 yards of the play, but a flag on the play and is holding on Manchester. And I'm sure at this point, Mike, in a 7-7 football game, the Panthers will accept the penalty.
No question about it. It looked like Nathan Pepper that time. Mike came out from his setback position and tackled Jonathan Miller. And it's going to be stepped off from the point of infraction, which is about the 32 or 33-yard line. So it's going to put the Mavericks in a third and extremely long, and nothing. There's no better friend for a coach for your defense when the team is moving the football like Manchester has done than a holding penalty.
Mike, in high school football, how big a problem does the no-huddle present you? Because that's essentially what Manchester's doing right now, the no-huddle offense.
Well, Mike, it doesn't present a problem if they stay basically in the same formation. Now, we've seen several different formations by the Mavericks. If they're changing formations almost every play. It presents a huge problem because you have trouble getting your people where you need them.
Williamson goes wide to the far side, double wing. Lampley will put his ball club, a lone setback. Now he puts a man in motion on a wide out to the near side of the field, and he goes straight back to throw. He's under big pressure, set screen to the middle, overthrew it. Panthers had it well defended, but it was overthrown, and it'll be 4th down and 22 yards to go for Manchester, and now they're faced with a situation. They're going to check the punting unit onto the field.
Yeah, Woodard came wide right. It was obviously a screen. When the quarterback takes off and just keeps running, you know it's going to be a screen one way or the other. The Panthers did a good job of reading middle screen. The ball was just overthrown, and just a moment ago, the Mavericks had the ball deep in Panther territory. Now they're back to 44 and are forced to punt the football.
So back, Chad Langdon will go back to punt the football. He tried to punt it earlier, but the snap fell way over his head. That time it's a good one. He comes forward and booms it away. Panthers have no one back. It's going to hit at the 5 and roll into the end zone, and the Panthers will have it at the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go. So after the fumble on the Manchester kickoff, the Panthers were able to dodge that bullet, and they'll have it at their own 20. 1st down and 10 yards to go as the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter of play. Panthers have it on their own 20 to start the second quarter. Here's the out route to John Paul Buckley, and he's got it up to the 26-yard line. Nice game for the Panthers on 1st down for 6 before he's knocked down. It'll be 2nd down and 4 yards to go.
Good pickup on 1st down as we open the second quarter in a 7-7 ball game. And that time, the little mess up in coverage that time, obviously, Mike, John Paul was covered at the line of scrimmage, but ran right by that guy, and he did not react, and nobody in the secondary really rotated up until the ball was in the air, and the Panthers will be faced 2nd down and 4.
Mike, you and I talked at the break. I think that's only the Panthers' 4th offensive play of the football game, and we're tied at 7. Slot will work to the far side of the field. Offset eye in the backfield. David Ratcliffe, the senior quarterback, will look at a 5-man defensive front. Tries to give and does give, diving to David Morgan, I believe, and Morgan, that's Miller Todd, and Miller Todd will drive it to the 28-yard line. So it's going to be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And Mike, just for ball possession purposes, the Panthers need to convert this 1st down right here.
Yeah, need something big right here, Mike, and I think you'll see the Panthers run the football. That time, just a 4-man defensive line, 4-3 set, and those 4 did a good job against the 5 blocking on them, and Panthers picked up 2, and they need to pick up a couple of more to get the ball past the 30-yard line and maintain possession.
Slot to the far side of the field, offset eye in the backfield. Miller Todd comes in motion to the near side, sweep to the near side. Will Lott, 30, 35, 40, breaks a tackle over the 50. He's down to the 45-yard line. Say he stepped out at the Panther 44, but it's more than enough for a 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go. They had Miller Todd out in front, and Will Lott toted the mail and got it to the 44. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah, Miller in motion from the offset eye set from the left side, came right, the toss sweep right, and Will did a great job following his block as Miller kicked out the containment, and Will just turned it up, got his shoulders square, and got up the field.
1st down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers. Football at their own 44-yard line. Russell Cook up over the football at center. Slot to the far side. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe, the left-hander, straight back to throw. Now rolls out right. Sets fires outside to Will Lott. Hit immediately after he caught the football. Got it to about the 47-yard line. So it's a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
Good football there on everybody's part, Mike, as Will Lott came out of the backfield for a swing pass. David dropped back to throw it to him. And Will Woodell read that, ran right with Lott for a moment. David started looking elsewhere, or almost like he had to run the football, and then Will reacted to that and turned up the field, and David delivered to him for a short game, but really turned 3 or 4 yards into what should have been a loss.
Chad Penn, the wide receiver, the senior wide receiver for the Panthers, will check into the football game with the play. Wide outs to both sides. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe goes back to throw off play action. Now he's going to tuck it and run it, and he's going to push it ahead to about the 48-yard line. 47 is where they'll mark it. So got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
Chad Penn on the near side just ran a simple out, was wide open, and David started the throw. Again, Will Woodell right there jumped up in the air, and David knew he should not throw the football, did a good job and pulled it down, and got back to about the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play again by the Mavericks, and good read that time by David.
So let's see what the Panthers can do on a possession down. 3rd and 7, football at their own 47-yard line, 7-7 football game. Wide outs to both sides, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe, 3-step drop, flag on the play. He's going to tuck it and run, get it over the 50 to the 49, 48-yard line. He's short of the first down, but let's see what the flag is. It came from the umpire, Mike Coggins. That usually indicates a holding penalty.
Yeah, that doesn't, well, it's going to be illegal procedure, but so it looks like the Mavericks probably decline that, Mike, put the Panthers in a 4th down situation to make them make a big decision.
That's the indication. That's about the 2nd time tonight the umpire has thrown the flag for an illegal procedure penalty. And so the Manchester Mavericks will decline it. It'll be 4th down and about 3 yards to go, a long 3 yards to go. And the Panthers will check Chad Penn and the punting unit onto the field.
So the Panthers don't get it, but they do move the ball up the field a little bit to get the ball just into Maverick territory. And with a good punt, good coverage, should have win a field position battle here midway through the 2nd period of play in a 7-7 game.
Here's the snap. It's a good one. Chad Penn will come forward, just boom it away. It's a line drive kick. Going to hit one of the Mavericks. It's a free football, and Manchester will dive on it back inside the 15 at around the 11-yard line. So Manchester will have it deep in their own territory. But again, Mike Coggins on a low line drive kick. Panthers had good coverage. It hit one of the Mavericks, and the Panthers were in excellent position to recover the football.
Yeah, good coverage. John Paul Buckner was right down there beside the young man before the ball hit him. And, of course, the guy had his back to the football, didn't see it, but one of the back guys did jump on the football very alertly. But the Panthers do set up defensively deep in Maverick territory now at about the 12-yard line.
They will mark it at the 12. It's 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Manchester Mavericks, who have actually owned this clock tonight. They have had the football this livelong night in a 7-7 football game. And the Mavericks will get Alex Lampley into the ball game at quarterback, and he'll bring his ball club up to the line of scrimmage. Number 24, Alex Williamson, will come wide to the near side, and now we've got a whistle. The official stopping play, and let's see. Dead ball, delay of the game against Manchester, and it's going to cost them 5, and it'll be 1st down and 15 yards to go.
A big call back there, going back even closer to their goal line. And, of course, what that does, Mike, is just limit the playbook just a little bit.
Well, of course, the way Manchester runs that option, you don't want to be throwing that football around very much deep in your own territory. Here's the give. They go to Pepper off the right side, and Pepper breaks a tackle and keeps on his feet. He drives it up to about the 18-yard line before the Panthers knock him down, so we got a good bit of the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd down and about 4 yards to go for Manchester.
Excellent run that time by Pepper, Mike, and he just showed good balance and good strength both on that play and did pick up about 11 on the run.
2nd down, about 4 yards to go for the Manchester Mavericks. They'll mark the football at the 18-yard line. Wide out will come to the near side of the field. It's like a triple stack in the backfield as they give driving to Pepper, and Pepper will drive it to about the 20, give him 2, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Mavericks.
Just a power play off the right side. Good defensive play that time by Evan Bias as he stepped in there and held him up, and he got a little help. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 4 yards to go. Not much on that one with 7 minutes and 37 seconds left to go here in the 1st half.
We've got a 7-7 football game here at Homecoming 2001. There was a flag on the play. It came in late. It's an incidental face mask penalty, and the Panthers are going to be assessed the 5-yard penalty, but it will be enough for a Manchester 1st down. So Manchester now has it at the 25. It'll be 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks.
So good kick, got the Mavericks backed up, and then they made a mistake and made it 1st and 15, and now the Panthers have helped the Mavericks dig their way out of that hole, and they have it 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Wide out to the far side of the field. Power eyes set strong to the right as Lampley goes to Pepper off the left side. Pepper drives up over the 30. Jonathan Miller's got him around the collar and knocks him out at about the 40-yard line, but it's going to be enough for another Manchester 1st down. It'll be 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks.
Back started inside, saw something outside, bounced out. Looked like John Lutz got caught up inside a little bit, and the secondary didn't come up quite as quickly as they should have. And another good pickup of about 14 on that play. And the Mavericks just a moment ago had the ball at their own 7, now have it at their own 39.
And the one thing the Mavericks have been able to do, they've been able to keep it away from the high-powered Panther offense as they've controlled this football the live-long first half. It's a 7-7 football game, but the Panthers honestly have not had the football this live-long night. Power eye set strong to the right. Here's the give to number 11 carrying the football. Woodard will drive it inside the 50, and he drives into Panther territory at the 46-yard line. He's got enough for another Maverick first down. First down and 10 yards to go. And now Manchester has just gone to the power running game, and Coach Flip Godfrey wants a timeout. 7, and Manchester again on the march as they have gone to the power running game. Power eye strong to the right. They give, fumble the football, big pile up. Let's see who got back on top of it. They gave off the right side. Panthers had a defense very, very well, and it looks like the Mavericks may have gotten on. The Panthers got on top of it at the 46-yard line, and they'll take over first down and 10 yards to go.
Well, Mike, you call it as the Mavericks went to that power running game. Basically what they're trying to do is they're running inside with 2 lead backs and just trying to outnumber the Panthers at the point of attack. They've done a great job doing that. But we talked about this last week, too. Football, more than what you do, is what you shouldn't do. And the game of mistakes, both teams have scored off of their other team's mistake. And right here, the Panthers having a tough time stopping the Mavericks, but the Mavericks stopped themselves. Wayne Graves on that recovery, and the Panthers have it first down.
Slot will work to the far side of the field. Offset eye in the backfield. Panthers in great field position at the 46-yard line. Give to Will Lott on a trap. Will drive over the 50 into Maverick territory at the 44-43-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as Lott drives ahead and picks up the Panther first down. I thought he had the first down. Now they're going to bring the sticks in. As they say, his knee hit the ground at the 44. Going to be very, very close. But again, the Panthers, first time tonight, Mike, run the trap, and they sprung Will Lott free.
Will, in his second good run of the night, got a 2 good blocks up front, and then good blocking downfield by his wideout, John Paul Buckley. And he's going to be, looks like maybe an inch or 2 short, and this is a play caller's dream right here, Mike. You got the ball in good field position at your opponent's 44-yard line, second down in a couple inches, and you hope they're going to bunch it up in there, and you have the opportunity to go at it 2 times, or you may try to hit a big one right here.
Want to remind you, stay tuned. Halftime festivities coming up, and we'll have the entire halftime presentation, the crowning of the homecoming queen here at Sam Vincent Memorial Field on the campus of Canton Academy. Homecoming 2001. Second down, inches to go. Slot to the far side of the field. Lone setback. David Ratcliffe has a wide out to the near side. Man in motion to the near side. They give to Sean Ellis driving off the wing. Ellis drives to about the 40-yard line. He's got enough for a first down. First down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers.
So the Panthers come back with their own version of the speed play and hand the ball off to Sean Ellis, who has good speed after he's gotten almost to full speed. And the defensive end on the near side did a good job of coming across, forcing Sean to turn it inside, but he turned it in for plenty of yardage for a Panther first down just inside the Manchester 40-yard line.
Panthers on the march, first down, 10 yards to go. They'll call it the 39, 5:50 left to go in the first half. We're in a 7-7 football game. 2 old rivals, the Panthers and the Mavericks, meeting here at Sam Vincent Memorial Field. Ratcliffe back to throw, sets, fires deep down the outside for Buckley. Pass in and out of the hands of Buckley, almost intercepted by number 11, Jacob Woodard. It fell incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers.
Deep pattern on the near side. David threw it up, and Daniel Biggers did a great job. It had good coverage on Buckley, and John Paul really had to turn defense there at the end. The ball bounced off of him, and as you mentioned, Woodard almost caught it on the ricochet. So good pass that time, good coverage. And Mike, one thing that the Mavericks have done a great job of tonight is to keep the Panther receivers in front of them.
No question about it. Manchester's done as good a job of covering the Panther receivers as we've seen this year. Wide outs to both sides. Ratcliffe, 3-step drop outside Buckley, in and out of his hands, fell incomplete. But again, he was covered very, very well on the near side as T. Peaster was there in front of them. He really did have a good angle to throw the football. It'll be third down and 10 yards to go.
Well, Peaster just hung around in that zone right there, and fortunate for the Panthers, that ball wasn't thrown about a foot lower, or Peaster would have had an interception. as he had great coverage on Buckley on the near side, and the Panthers are now faced with 3rd and long.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Panthers have the football at the 39-yard line in Manchester territory in a 7-7 football game. 5:30 left to go in the first half. Slot to the far side, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe off play action, drops to throw, sets, fires, double coverage, pass incomplete. Tried to get it to Buckley, but he threw it into double coverage. It fell incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 10 yards to go, and Coach Flip Godfrey's going to send the punting unit onto the field.
Ill-advised throw that time, Mike, as you called it. Just there were 2 guys sandwiching John Paul, not a yard or 2 away from him, and very fortunate that the Panthers on the last 2 plays weren't intercepted.
So it'll be 4th down, 10 yards to go, and the Panthers will check Chad Penn onto the field to kick the football. Manchester has a double tandem back to receive it. There's the snap. It's a good one. Penn comes forward, angles it toward the right side, but Manchester's going to get away from it. It's going to bound into the end zone, and Manchester will have it at their own 20. 1st down and 10 yards to go. His ball club up. He'll put a power I formation, set strong to the right, wide out to the near side of the field. Here's the give off the right side to Pepper. Pepper will drive it, and the Panthers are going to knock him down after the gain of about 2-3 yards. John Lutz was there to make the tackle. John's been on several tackles tonight, but it's the gain of about 4 for Manchester. It'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Mavericks.
Manchester going back to that power running game they've had a lot of success with, and basically they just need to hold their blocks and not fumble the football, and they probably, if they're patient, will do a good job with that. But it's hard to be patient a lot of times when you're getting 3 and 4 and 5 yards and you really want to put points on the board.
Wide out to the far side of the field. Backs are in the power I, strong to the left. Once again, they give to Pepper. Pepper breaks a tackle and now breaks into the secondary up over the 35, 36, 37-yard line. He's got enough for a Maverick 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Well, it's almost like Pepper's got rubber on his side. Mike, people just bouncing off of him. That time, one of the Panthers came in, had a great shot at him from the side angle, and just bounced straight off of him. Pepper picked up about 8 or 9 additional yards.
4:25 left to go in the first half of play. Panthers and Manchester tied at 7, but Manchester has controlled this football this livelong night, and they've got it at the 37. 1st down and 10 yards to go. Off play action. Lampley rolls to the right. Jerome intercepts the football, and he breaks a tackle and wrangles back into the 35. Angling to the far side of the field. One man to beat to the 30. He's to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown Panthers!
Well, I tell you, Mike, again, absolutely great play by sophomore Alan Jerome. Alan's 2nd interception on the ball game. That one was not near as easy as the first one. And actually, again, we just talked about patience. Had Lampley had a little more patience, the receiver had broken behind, and he could have thrown it deep, but he didn't get any air under it, and Alan Jerome stepped right inside, and Alan ran about 40 or 45 yards with that for a touchdown, but he probably ran about 100 because he went sideline to sideline.
No doubt about it. Panthers have had the ball about 4 minutes in this ball game, and they lead 13-7. Tyler Clark will attempt the extra point. It's down, kick on the way, and it is good. 3:57 left to go in the first half. Panthers 14, Manchester 7. Alan Jerome interception. The Panthers converted, touchdown, 14-7. The Big Cats on top with 3:57 left to go in the first half. Once again, number 29, George will kick the football off. It's fumbled, and the Panthers are on top of it at the 41-yard line. And off the kickoff, the Panthers recover it. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
2nd time in a row the Panthers tried that, Mike. The first time they almost got it. The Mavericks didn't learn anything from the first time and handled it very poorly. Ball bounced off of one of the Mavericks, who obviously is not used to catching the football, and looked like David Morgan jumped on it, and the Panthers' great field position at the Maverick 41-yard line.
Boy, in a 14-7 Panther lead right here. The Panthers would love to pick up a touchdown with 3:50 left to go in the first half. Chad Penn wide to the far side. Buckley wide to the near side. Ratcliffe straight back to throw, shoots to the seam. He's got George. George will drive it down to the 20. 1st down, Canton Academy, and Mark George, last week's Canton Rotary Club Canton Academy Player of the Week, was wide open, got it down to the 20. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Well, the Panthers that time, Mike, had wide outs and on each side, and Mark George a tight end in the middle, and just ran an all-go route. And David Ratcliffe did a good job of finding Mark in the seam down the near hash mark on a big pickup. 1st and 10, ball at the 20.
Slot to the far side of the field, offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe looks over a 4-man defensive front for Manchester. Checks him out, gives driving to Will Lott. Lott breaks a tackle inside the 20, drives to about the 17. He's got about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Panthers.
Mike, the Panthers on top 14-7. Every touchdown in this ball game has come off a turnover. The Panthers just got one on their 41-yard line on the kickoff, and they're trying to push another touchdown in on yet another turnover.
2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Panthers. They've marked the football at the 18-yard line. Slot will work to the near side of the field. Panthers on an offset eye in the backfield. They'd love to punch it in here as Ratcliffe calls them out. Spins, gives on a reverse to Buckley. Buckley cuts it inside off a block. Looking for the corner, now cuts it back inside the 15, and there's a flag on the play. Looks like it could be a face mask penalty on Manchester. Buckley got it down to the 12-yard line, but there is a flag on the play, and Mike Coggins, it looks like it's going to be a face mask penalty.
Yeah, it looked like the way John Paul went down, his head went first, and it is. It's going to be probably half the distance, which will take the football to the 6-yard line, Mike. They ran the reverse they scored on in the first quarter. That time, the defender did a better job of not letting John Paul get outside. Will Lampkin, a good kick-out block, and John Paul turned it inside and got the rest on his own. And now the Panthers 1st and goal at the 6.
1st down, goal to go for the big catch from the 6-yard line, leading it 14-7. They've been opportunistic tonight because they haven't had the football very much. Manchester's controlled the clock, but the Panthers have the scoreboard right now, and they have it 1st down and goal to go at the 6-yard line. Wide outs to both sides. Backs are split. Ratcliffe calls him out. Spins, gives the football off play action. Now he's going to keep it. Rolls to the corner. Pass. Incomplete. Oh, I thought Burnside had it down in the corner, but he just couldn't hold on right at the pylon. Fell incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 6.
Well, David faked to both backs and bootlegged going right, left-handed quarterback, and just threw a rope to Trey Burnside, and Trey just couldn't hold it just inside the pylon. But a great throw that time by Ratcliffe.
Everything executed correctly, but just couldn't haul the football in at the 6. 2nd down and goal to go for the Panthers. 2:14 left to go in the first half of play. Want to remind you, stay tuned. Homecoming festivities coming up. We'll have it all for you here on WMGO, including the announcement of the 2001 Homecoming Queen. Offset eye in the backfield. Wide outs to both sides. Miller Todd in motion to the near side. Pitch to Will Lott, looking for the corner. Nowhere to go. Manchester snows it under at the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal to go for the Panthers from the 5.
Play Panthers ran for a 1st down earlier, sending Miller Todd in motion and then tossing it to Will Lott. That time the Mavericks did a great job of stringing it out, and Will was very fortunate to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal to go for the Panthers with 1:50 left to go. Clock on the move in the first half of play. Panthers lead it 14-7. They've got it 3rd down, goal to go at the 5-yard line in Manchester territory. And now I think Coach Flip Godfrey wants to sit down and discuss it just a moment. 1:37 left to go in the first half. Panthers
ball to the left side, so if Tyler does get an opportunity to punch it in and have a straight shot. But once again, the Panthers 3rd and goal at about the 5.
Ratcliffe spins, gives the football. Will Lott, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Panthers!
Well, the Panthers just decided to go man-on-man, Mike, and just ran the football right at the Mavericks. Everybody made their block, and Will went in almost untouched. And the Panthers now on top, 20-7.
With 1:33 left to go in the first half of play, Panthers converge off of that turnover, and they have it lead it 20-7. A big point right there as the Panthers will a lot. Sticks it into the end zone. Tyler Clark will attempt the extra point. He's 2 out of 2 so far tonight. Sean Ellis will put it down. Everybody set. There's the snap. Down. Kick on the way. It's back in the trees. It's good. 1:33 left to go in the first half. Homecoming 2001. Panthers 21, Manchester 7. And roughing the kicker penalty on Manchester. It's refused. Panther football on WMGO continues with the Panther kickoff in 30 seconds. And of course, as Mike Coggins and I have talked about, it's the Panthers have not had the football very much, but they've capitalized. They lead it 21-7. Once again, that little sky kick. Manchester Fair catches it at the 35-yard line. Number 42 grabbed it in for the Mavericks, Josh Hoffman, and that's where Manchester will play it. First down and 10 yards to go. They'll mark the football at the 27-yard line. That's where the Mavericks will play it with 1:32 left to go in the first half of play. Next week, the Panthers will be on the road. We'll be in Grenada, Mississippi, as the Panthers and Grenada Kirk will do battle next Friday night. Our broadcast time will be at 7:15. Kickoff at 7:30 next Friday night as the Panthers and Grenada will do battle. Manchester will work off a double slot, and here's the give to Pepper driving off the right side. Panthers stack it up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second down, 10 yards to go for the Manchester Mavericks with 1:20 left to go in the first half of play. Want to remind you to stay tuned. Panther homecoming coming up on WMGO in just a moment. We'll go down as public address announcer Steve Stringer will bring it to you. All the festivities of Panther homecoming 2001, crowning of the homecoming queen and all the pageantry that is Canton Academy homecoming. Lone setback, double wing, wide out to the far side of the field. Man in motion to the far side. Lampley is going to be hit and dropped back behind the line of scrimmage. Panthers have pretty much spelled that out now off the option. No gain. It'll be third down for Manchester. Third down and 8 yards to go. 39 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Manchester content to let the clock roll, and now they're going to step in, and Coach Flip Godfrey wants to step in and burn a timeout with 33 seconds left to go. In the first half of play. Panthers lead it 21-7. Double wing for Manchester as Lampley will put him in a lone setback with a wide out to the near side of the field. Man in motion to the near side. Off play action. Now he's going to give the football to Woodard, carrying it. Woodard will drive it to about the 38. Flag flies from deep back behind the play. He's knocked out of bounds. Going to be shy of the first down, but let's check out the penalty marker with 26 seconds left to go. It's going to be a flag, I believe, on Manchester. That's what Jonathan Miller of the Panthers indicates. And now the officials disagree. It's a penalty on the Panthers. And Manchester, it's a face mask penalty. Manchester will retain the football and pick up the first down, but we're inside of 30 seconds at 26 seconds left to go in the first half of play. And Manchester will have it first down and 10 yards to go, trailing at 21-7. So the Mavericks will get number 62, John Burnett, up over the football at center. Wide out will work to the far side of the field. Backs will work out of the double wing with a lone setback. As Lampley, two-step drop, throws it to the outside. Pass is going to be incomplete. Tried to get it out there to Andrew Williamson, but it fell incomplete as he couldn't hold on to it. And it'll be second down and 10 yards to go with 22 seconds left to go in the first half. Panthers, of course, come into the ball game 5 wins, 1 loss on the season. Manchester 3 wins, 3 losses. Lost to Central Hines last week. It was their homecoming last Friday night. They were upended last Friday night, and the Panthers, of course, trying not to return the favor, so to speak, as they're trying to win homecoming 2001 here on the campus tonight. 22 seconds left to go in the first half. Man in motion to the near side off the double wing. Here's the give, driving up the middle of Pepper. Check that. Josh Hoffman carrying the football. Drives it into Panther territory at the 48-yard line. Ball pops loose, and there's a fumble. I think the Panthers have jumped on top of it with 9 seconds left to go in the first half of play. And big pile up, and let's see, no indication yet. They haven't indicated yet. Panthers indicate they have the football. Big discussion on the field, and the Panthers do have the football with 9 seconds left to go in the first half. So the Panthers will have, off the turnover, will have the football at their own 47-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. 9 seconds left to go in the first half of play. This, in all probability, will be the last play of the first half, but David Ratcliffe will bring his ball club onto the field, and you know he's going to throw the football out deep as the Panthers will try to pick one up before the end of the first half with their passing game. Chad Penn will go wide to the far side of the field. Buckley will come wide to the near side. Ratcliffe straight back to throw. Now rolls out right. Flag on the play. He sets fires downfield. He's got Penn. Penn just reverses himself totally. He ran back about 10 yards. Got it to the 47-yard line as the buzzer sounds to end the first half. There is a flag on the play. It's a holding penalty on the Panthers. It'll be declined. That is the end of the first half. Time out of the field at the end of the first half. Panthers 21. Manchester 7. Back at Sam Vincent Memorial Field, we're going to go downstairs as Steve Stringer, the public address announcer at Canton Academy, is going to bring our halftime presentation to you, including the crowning of the homecoming queen. We'll go down to the field right now for Steve Stringer.
The 7th grade theme is Rock the Mavs. Following the 7th graders are Mary Cameron Walker and Walt Terry, our 8th grade maid and escort. Their theme for the week is, we're going to rock, we're going to roll. Next, our 9th graders, Emily Nichols and Hope Irving. The freshman class theme this week is Freshmen Want to Rock and Roll. Our sophomore class is represented tonight by Mindy Haynes and Hunter Cobb. Their theme for the week is Kiss the Mavericks Goodbye. The junior maid and escort is Laura Ellis and Wes Pearson. The class theme this week is Stairway to Victory. Following the juniors are the youngest members of our court, Flower Girl Caroline Terry and Crown Bearer Hamp Godfrey. Approaching now is our first senior maiden escort, Melissa Brock and Sterling Penn. Our second maiden escort of the senior class is Mallory Haynes and Skylar Dixon. The final representatives of the senior class are Jennifer Moore and Daniel Malone. The senior theme for the week is Rage Against the Mavericks. Crossing the field is our 7th grade maid, Sarah Elizabeth Ratcliffe, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Charles Ratcliffe. Sarah participates in basketball, softball, and cheerleading. Sarah has received the Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, has been selected as a Duke Talent Search participant, and was chosen for the Peter B. Green Award. She attends First Baptist Church in Canton. Sarah is escorted by Jared Collins Foster, son of Mr. and Mrs. Lance Foster and Mrs. Sandra Hughes. Jared enjoys playing all sports and spending time with friends. He serves as secretary of the 7th grade class. Jared attends First Presbyterian Church of Canton. Our 8th grade maid is Mary Cameron Walker, daughter of Hank and Pamela Walker. Mary Cameron participates in basketball, cheerleading, and is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She earned state recognition for her ACT score within the Duke Talent Search program and serves as secretary of the MYF at First United Methodist Church. Escorting Mary Cameron is Joe Walter Terry IV, son of Dr. and Mrs. Joe Terry III. Walt plays basketball and enjoys fishing, hunting, and playing video games. He was selected as honor camper at Alpound Camp for Boys this past summer and is a high honor roll student. Walt attends First Baptist Church in Canton. Representing the freshman class is Emily Claire Nichols, daughter of Ed and Mindy Nichols. Emily participates in track and junior high student council and enjoys being with friends. She is an honor roll student, had the highest grade average during the 7th grade, and last year placed number 1 in the district in the academic betterment competition in English. Emily attends Grace Episcopal Church. Escorting Emily is John Samuel Holt Irving, son of Catherine Irving and Tim Irving. Holt is the freshman class secretary and participates in basketball and golf. He also is a past first place winner in the district in the academic betterment competition, as well as being a high honor roll student and an academic all-star. Holt attends First Baptist Church, Canton. Mindy Suzanne Haynes, daughter of Blake and Renee Haynes, is our sophomore maid. Mindy participates in cheerleading and softball and serves as secretary-treasurer of the 10th grade. Mindy has been selected to participate in this year's Youth Leadership Madison County class. She attends First Baptist Church, Canton. Escorting Mindy is Clifton Hunter Cobb, son of Mr. and Mrs. James Cobb. Hunter served as vice president of the freshman class and currently holds that same position in the sophomore class. Hunter attends Sacred Heart Catholic Church. The junior class is represented by maid Laura Elizabeth Ellis, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Michael J. Ellis. Laura participates in cheerleading, track, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She is an honor student and is a member of the Dixie Devs and was chosen as a sophomore class favorite. Laura is a member of the youth group at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. Laura's escort is Wesley Lee Pearson, son of Mr. and Mrs. Bo Harrison. Wes enjoys hunting, fishing, and skateboarding. Wes is an honor student and is a member of the Beta Club. He attends Center Terrace Baptist Church. Crossing the field now is flower girl Caroline Cottrell Terry and crown bearer Philip Hamilton Godfrey. Caroline is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Joe Terry III. She is a member of Brownie Troop 613 and her church GA and choir groups. Caroline enjoys fishing, hunting, soccer, kneeboarding, and horseback riding. She attends First Baptist Church, Canton. Hamp is the son of Flip and Catherine Godfrey. He enjoys summer baseball as well as all sports. Hamp attends First United Methodist Church. He and Caroline are both members of Mrs. Wilson's first grade class. With the first graders are Headmaster Mike Coggins and a very special guest, the Canton Academy 2000 homecoming queen, Jenny Koskovich. Our first senior maid is Melissa Gail Brock, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Don Brock. Melissa is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and serves as treasurer of both the Student Council and the Beta Club. Melissa is an honor student, is head cheerleader, and was nominated as an All-American cheerleader. She attends Farmhaven Baptist Church. Escorting Melissa is Sterling Bates Penn, son of Mr. and Mrs. Scott Penn. Sterling is an honor roll student, a member of the Beta Club, and an all-star student. He was junior class favorite and homecoming escort, and also won the Fin, Feather, and Fur magazine photo contest for Best Turkey. Sterling attends First United Methodist Church. Our second senior maid is Mallory Jo Haynes, daughter of Blake and Renee Haynes. Mallory is the 2001 co-head cheerleader, a member of the Student Council and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She is an academic all-star and was selected as a top 5 beauty in last year's Who's Who and was chosen a NCAA All-American cheerleader. Mallory attends First Baptist Church, Canton. Mallory is escorted by Andrew Schuyler Dixon, son of Steve and Deborah Dixon. Schuyler participates in tennis, is a member of the Beta Club, and is currently student body president. He was selected most valuable in tennis and chosen wittiest and best personality in the Who's Who program. Schuyler attends Grace Episcopal Church. Our final senior maid is Jennifer Kathleen Moore, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Eisenhood and Mr. and Mrs. Mitchell Moore. Jennifer is a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes and serves as secretary of the Dixie Debs and the Beta Club. Jennifer has been twice selected as a top 5 beauty and also the 11th grade class favorite at Who's Who. She attended Girls State and is an academic all-star. Jennifer attends Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Canton. Daniel Vaughn Malone is Jennifer's escort. Daniel serves as vice president of the Beta Club, participates in baseball, and is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Daniel has also participated in an academic betterment competition and the Beauty and Bow pageant. He is an academic all-star and attends Farmhaven Baptist Church. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2001 Canton Academy Homecoming Court. At this time, will everyone please stand for the playing of the Canton Academy alma mater. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2001 Canton Academy Homecoming Queen is Mallory Haynes.
festivities on the campus of Canton Academy as we've had the crowning of the homecoming queen, and we're moments away from the start of the second half. We're going to take a break and come back and look at the statistics from the first half of play with Panthers statistician Charlie Cook. Panthers on top at the end of the first half, 21-7. Panther football on WMGO continues in 60 seconds. Football and drive it, leading at 21-7. We just haven't had the football very much in the first half.
You're right. So it's really a close 21-7 football game, Mike, and nothing would help the Panthers better than to get another one on the board here early.
Langling kicks it deep to Buckley, and Buckley breaks through a big hole to the 40. 51 man to beat 40. He's to the 30, and going to be ridden down from behind at the 25. And the Panthers, off a big kickoff return, have it first down and 10 yards to go at the Maverick 22-yard line.
Another good football play, Mike. The Mavericks came down hard. The Panthers did some good blocking, and one thing that I learned from that play, T. Peaster can run, because I didn't think anybody was going to catch John Paul.
Peaster got him from behind, and the Panthers have it at the 22. First down and 10 yards to go. David Ratcliffe, the senior quarterback, will check his ball club onto the field. He'll put a wide out to the near side of the field. That's Mark George. Chad Penn will go wide to the far side. Offset eye in the backfield. He'll look at a five-man Manchester front. Panthers lead it 21-7. Here's the give off a draw. Gives it to Lott. Lott will drive inside the 20, down to about the 17, 16-yard line. He's going to pick up about 6. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go.
Good running, again, good blocking that time. It looks like the offensive line, Mike, late in the first half and here early on that particular play, doing a really good job of taking care of the line of scrimmage.
That's actually the second big kickoff return the Panthers have had tonight. Buckley lost his shoe earlier and, of course, fumbled the football and almost had a touchdown earlier in the football game. He got it to the 22 this time. Panthers have it second and 4 from the 16 in Manchester territory. Backs are in the split back formation. Wide outs to both sides. Give off the left side to Will Lott. Flag on the play as Lott will drive it to the 15, and that's all. Gain of 1, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, the Panthers had one back direct behind the quarterback, the other right, and they faked the dive right to the back behind the quarterback and ran a crossbuck action. Once again, Mike, the flag came in from the umpire, and, of course, we usually think holding, but tonight, again, it may be an illegal procedure.
For the third time tonight, that's exactly what the indication is. It's an illegal procedure penalty on the Panthers, and, Mike, I have never seen an umpire throw a flag and call illegal procedure.
Well, I don't know what he's calling, but I would have to assume that it's been the same thing every time because, like I say, you don't see that very often.
So it'll be second down as they back it up. Second down, 9 yards to go for the Panthers. Football at the Maverick 21-yard line. Wideouts will work to both sides of the field. Offset eye in the backfield. Ratcliffe will set them down. He goes straight back to throw. Sets, fires to the outside. Pass caught by Chad Penn at the 11-yard line. Noses it down to around the 10 before he's ridden out of bounds. Going to be very, very close to the first down, depending on where they mark it. From here, it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down, and it is a first down. First down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers. Mark it outside the 10 at the 11. Panthers can pick up a first down without scoring, and they've got it in great position. First down and 10 yards to go.
Great throw that time, Mike, by David Ratcliffe. Chad Penn went down about 10 or 12 yards and just curled up and sat down in the zone, and ball hit him right in the number. Usually numbers, but since Chad's number 2, it hit him in the number. And he turned and got enough for the first down.
Panthers will work a wide out. Buckley to the far side of the field. Burnside comes wide to the near side. Offset eye. Backs will actually be split behind David Ratcliffe as he rolls out right to throw. Sets, fires to Buckley. Led him a little bit too much, but he dove. Caught the football at the 1-yard line, and he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. And it should be enough for a Panther first down at the 1. First down and goal to go at the 1-yard line. Great catch by John Paul Buckley.
Yeah, John Paul just went down. I know David wishes he had that one back because that was an easy 6. Mike, I don't know if you remember, but early in the first half, I mentioned about the corner just sitting as John Paul ran by him, and there really wasn't good coverage. The same thing happened on that play. The corner came up tight, and must think he's got some help from behind, but the help, if it's supposed to be there, has not been, and John Paul was just wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, just an island onto himself. The ball was a little underthrown, and Buckley did a great job of catching it. Offset eye in the backfield. Wide outs to both sides. First and goal. 1. Give driving Miller Todd. Todd drives straight ahead to the the 2 to the 1, and David Ratcliffe just kept the football, and he steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers, and they lead it 27-7 with 9:25 left to go in the third quarter.
Now, that may have been a call play, but from here, Mike, my guess is that David just didn't quite get the ball to Miller and kept it, and he was wide open and walked untouched into the end zone, and the Panthers go up 27-7.
Tyler Clark will try to make it 4 out of 4 in the extra point department. Waiting for the snap. Sean Ellis will put it down. There it is. It's down. Kick on the way. Kick is good. 9:25 left to go in the third quarter. Panthers 28. Manchester 7. Mark George will tee it up from the East 40. Once again, he comes forward, puts that sky kick on the play, and Manchester will fair catch it at the 34-yard line. Number 30 hauled it in, Logan Lynch. And at the 34, that's where the Mavericks will play it. First down and 10 yards to go. And Mike, Manchester wised up to that. The last two sky kicks, they fair caught it and had it in good field position.
Yeah, I mean, just something that simple, Mike. Had they done that earlier, the score probably wouldn't be what it is right now. But the Panthers have gotten turnovers on that and certainly have taken advantage of those tonight.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Mavericks. Panthers lead it 28-7. 9:25 left to go in the third quarter. Lampley will put him in a lone setback with a double wing man in motion to the far side. On the option play, he's going to keep the football, or gave it, who knows. Panthers sniffed it off right off the bat, and there was just a loss of 2 yards in the play. Whoever had the football, loss of 2, second down and 12 yards to go.
Yeah, Pepper got the dive handoff. It appeared that maybe Langley wanted to pull the football, but Pepper clamped down on it, didn't let him have it. Probably should have I think John Harrell, Brandon Hardy, Wayne Graves, the entire front up there, along with Evan Bias. Everybody read that one and held it. Looks like about a yard loss, second and long.
Second down, 11 yards to go. Ball at the 33. Man in motion to the far side. Now they set trips to the far side. Lone setback. Lampley will roll out right on the option play. He's going to look for the corner, and he's going to get it to about the 36. So it's a gain of about 3, and it'll be third down for Manchester. Third down and a long 8 yards to go.
Lampley trying to get wide that time. The Panthers showing good speed from inside out. Held him to a short gain. Looks like about 3 yards. Going to be third down and 8. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Panthers on top 28-7. Next week we'll be on the road. Mike Coggins will be absent. Ralph Barnes and I will be in Grenada, Mississippi next Friday night as the Panthers take on Grenada Kirk. Our broadcast time will be at 7:15. Kickoff at 7:30 next Friday night from North Mississippi in Grenada. Lampley with a lone setback, goes straight back to throw, looks to set screen. He does set screen to Pepper. Pepper has one man break it up. Ball is fumbled short of the first down. Manchester got back on top of it, but it is shy of the first down. It'll be fourth down, and Manchester faced with a punting situation.
Well, Mike, they went back to the formation we saw early in the game with 3 receivers to one side, and then they threw the screen back the other way. Had it very well set up. They fooled just about everybody except Miller Todd, and Miller did a great job of single-handedly getting in the way of that one, and made the hit, and the ball was dropped, and the Mavericks did jump on it, but as you mentioned, they're still short of a first down, and the Panthers should still get relatively good field position here midway through the third.
Chad Langdon will check back to punt the football for Manchester. There's the snap. It's a good one. He comes forward, hits a high driving kick over Buckley's head. It's going to hit on the 20-yard line. Panthers wisely just let it roll, get away from it. Manchester knocks it dead at about the 17, and that's where the Panthers will play it. First down and 10 yards to go from their own 17 with 7:02 left to go in the third quarter. And now Mike Coggins, Panthers had a big kickoff return, their first possession. Now with the football back at their own 17, they'd like to take the football, drive it, eat up some clock with the 28-7 lead.
Yeah, would love to establish the running game now. They've thrown the football well and run it pretty well, too. Would love to establish that one as the Panthers have it fairly deep in their own territory. 2 mistakes that time, Mike, in the kicking aim, as Panthers should have caught the football, and then the Maverick coverage probably should have let it keep rolling.
Wide outs to both sides, offset eye in the backfield. Here's Ratcliffe, goes off to Will Lott. Lott drives to the 21-yard line. He's got 4. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go. Number 75, Will Jones there for Manchester, make the tackle, but Lott got it up to the 21, gain of 4, second down and 6 yards to go.
Well, the Panthers running the football, and as long as they can get 3 or 4 yards, I think they're going to be pretty content to do that. We'll probably mix in a little bit of play action here and there because it's obvious, especially on certain plays with John Paul Buckley especially running out patterns when the corners walked up. They've been open all night long.
Offset eye in the backfield. Wide outs will work to both sides. Second down, 6 yards to go. Here's the give, driving off the left side. They give the football again to Will Lott. Tries to break about 2 or 3 tackles, but Manchester just won't let him get away and going to knock him down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down for the Panthers and 6 yards to go.
Well, Will fighting for every inch that time. You have to give credit to the Mavericks as they just really held on and would not let Will get any more than he got, which was about a yard. It's going to be third down and a long 5 yards to go as Will Lott will come out, replaced by Jonathan Miller, and the Panthers are faced with probably, on third down and a long 5, you're probably not going to get it on a straight lead. So, a big play call here for the Panthers if they want to maintain possession.
Third down, 5 yards to go. They give him a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 5. Panthers would love to pick up the first down right here. Ratcliffe back to throw, sets, fires the fly deep to the outside. Miller in and out of his hands at the 50, and he was wide open, and it could have been 6. Had he hauled it in, Ratcliffe hit him right between the numbers. It fell incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
You had him wide open, Mike, as Jonathan Miller just checked in the ballgame, was going down the left seam, and great throw by David Ratcliffe. Jonathan's not in that position a lot of times and just could not hold the football.
Chad Penn will check into the ball game to punt the football for the Panthers in a 28-7 Panther lead. 5:30 left to go in the third quarter of play. Chad will stand back on the 5. There's the snap. It's a good one. Comes forward. Booms it out of there. It's going to go high and deep. And number 11, Jacob Woodard, will grab it. He's going to drive it to about the 46-yard line, maybe the 47. Panthers knock him down at that point. Great coverage, but Chad Penn booms it out of there, and Manchester will have it in their own territory. First down and 10 yards to go.
Excellent coverage. Good kick. A lot of times you outkick your coverage. You've had a really good kick. But indeed did not outkick his coverage. Josh Snow there, David Morgan along with Mark George. But good field position for the Mavericks. So they'll set up shop with 5:18 to go in the third quarter, trailing 28-7.
28-7, Panthers on top and in control of this football game right now. Andrew Williamson comes wide to the near side. They got a wing formation, double wing with a lone setback. On the give on a trap, they drive it up the middle. Number 11, William Woodard, carries the football, drives inside the 50 into Panther territory at about the 47-yard line. Jonathan Miller was there to make the tackle, but it's a gain of about 6. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go.
So the Mavericks go back to the first half offense, Mike. The little misdirection, wing-back trap, and now right back on the football again, going with no huddle.
No huddle, double wing with a lone setback as Lampley calls him out. Looks at a 5-man front. Now backs out of there. Looks like he's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Looks at the Panther defense. Puts a man in motion to the near side, and they give again on the misdirection. Driving number 42, carrying the football, Hoffman. Hoffman, no gain of the play, actually lost about a yard. It'll be third down and 5 yards to go.
Yeah, went right back to it, and Wayne Graves, Evan Bias had nothing to do with that one as they dropped him for a loss. It's going to be third down now and about 6 yards to go.
4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Panthers on top 28-7. Looking to go 6 wins and 1 loss on the night on the 2001 football season.
You know, Mike, a year ago about this time, the Panthers started playing good football, but they had 3 or 4 losses at the time, and it seems right now they're clicking on all cylinders. The difference is they've only got that 1 loss.
Absolutely. Lone setback with triple set to the near side of the field. Lampley rolls to the near side, fumbles the football, and the Panthers jump on top of it. Way back, John Harrell got on the loose football back at the Manchester 43-yard line, and the Panthers were in business. First down and 10 yards to go.
John Harrell jumped on the football. David Morgan, who is a big play defensive player for Canton Academy, was last year and has been on occasion this year. David put great pressure on the quarterback, hit him, the ball came loose, and on another turnover, the Panthers have a short field at the Maverick 42.
And you know, Mike, we said last year, at the end of the football season last year in the AA ranks, nobody was playing better than Canton Academy at the end of the season.
And I think what you mentioned earlier, the fact that the Panthers played a 1-point game with Manchester and they went on to play in the finals of AAA, just accentuates that.
On a wing formation, here's the give, driving up the middle. Miller Todd carries the football, breaks into a big hole in into the secondary. Inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. First down, Canton Academy, as the Panthers rolling up chunks of yardage right now and taking control of the football game.
Yeah, the Mavericks, Mike, mentally have to be a little bit down here late in the third quarter, down 28-7, and then another turnover. And Miller Todd, great run. You have to give credit to that on that particular play to that offensive line.
So the Panthers have it at the 19. First down and 10 yards to go. Burnside will check in with the play from Coach Flip Godfrey and the offensive coaching staff. Lee Chestnut, John Harrell, Will Lampkin, John Sowell, and Russell Cook. Alan Jerome, the tight end, opened it up well up on that front wall just a moment ago as the Panthers burst it ahead to the 19. Man in motion to the near side. Here's the pitch. They go to Will Lott looking for a block inside to the 15-yard line. Give him 4. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go for the Panthers.
Will Lott tried to get outside to the right. Again, good containment by the Mavericks. Good kick-out block. So Will did what he's supposed to do and turned it inside. But Mavericks did a good job of pursuing inside out and held Will to about 2 as the Panthers get ever closer to the Maverick goal line.
Want to say hello to everyone up at the corner market tonight listening to the ball game. Big crowd listening to the game up at Davidson's Corner Market tonight on Homecoming 2001 as the Panthers lead it 28-7 with 2:30 left to go in the third quarter, and the Panthers at the 16-yard line. Second down, 7 yards to go. Lone setback, wide outs to both sides, man in motion to the near side. Play action, Ratcliffe looks, fires the end zone. Pass intercepted by Manchester at the goal line, and they nudge it back out to the 5-yard line. Woodard, number 11, Jacob Woodard, picked it off at the goal line, and so Manchester edges it out to the 9-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Mavericks. Mike, Panthers blow it, a scoring opportunity right there, but Manchester trailing 28-7 again in the shadow of their own goalpost.
David Ratcliffe's made a lot of great throws now. He's made just a couple of poor ones, and that was one of those, Mike, as he waited a little late. He threw it too late and then tried to drill it. It had to be exactly perfect, and it wasn't perfect, and it was just a little bit late. Good interception by the Mavericks.
Triple out to the far side of the field as Lampley rolls out right. Now he's just going to keep the football driving toward the sideline. Drives it up to about over the 15. Let's see, right at the 15-yard line. May mark it at the 16. So push it ahead for about 4. It'll be second down. Give him 6, rather, and call it second down and 4 yards to go. They're going to mark the football at the 16-yard line. A minute 50 left to go in the third quarter. Lampley with no huddle, double wing with a lone setback. Puts a man in motion off the wing. Driving up the middle of Pepper. Pepper drives to about the 18, 19-yard line. Going to be very close to the first down, just shy. It'll be third down and about a yard to go for Manchester.
So big play here. If Manchester has any hopes at all, Mike, with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter of getting back in this ball game, they need to get something out of this drive. And they're on a possession call here inside their own 20.
Panther cheerleaders throwing footballs into this big homecoming crowd, and they can't get one up here. We got to improve the arms. Here's the give driving up the middle to Manchester. Pepper carried, going to be very close to the first down. He will have enough for the first down at the 20, at the 21-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go for Manchester. A minute 4 left to go in the third quarter. Panthers on top 28-7. Mavericks will work a double wing, lone setback. Slot will come to the near side of the field. You often wonder how teams that spread this thing out so much don't run out of players or have too many players on the field sometimes. It always looks like that. Lampley will put a man in motion to the far side off the option, gives the football driving, and tries to pitch it to the outside, gets it to the outside to Hoffman. Hoffman is going to be corralled out of bounds after the gain of about 2-3 yards. Panthers roll him out. It'll be second down for the Manchester Mavericks.
David Morgan putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback on that play, and he just got the pitch away just in time. Good play by Langley to get the ball out to his running back, and a pickup of 2. And we're probably one more play, Mike, left in the third quarter, and the Panthers have dominated this quarter.
9 seconds left to go. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Lone setback, double wing. Second down, 7 yards to go. Off play action. Here's the pitch. Go right side. Pepper gets it to the 25, gain of 2, and the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Homecoming 2001. Everybody up at the stadium as we go to the fourth quarter of play.
Once we got down deep another time and turned the football over, and the Mavericks now needing to do something. Of course, the good thing to the Panthers is the Panthers up 21, the Mavericks, even though they run a spread-type offense, not the type of offense that's going to catch up in a hurry.
All right, here's Lampley on the snap. He's going to drive the football and get it to about the 29, 30-yard line. Going to be very close to the first down, depending on where they mark it. He needed about 5 yards for the first down. And the Panthers knock him down, but let's see if he's shy of the first down. He is shy about a half a yard. It'll be fourth down, half a yard to go. Mike Coggins, I don't know that there's any give right here. I think Manchester will go for it in the fourth quarter. 11:30 left to go, trailing at 28-7.
Yeah, you pretty much know that if you give the football up, you're not going to win the game. So it's not the message you want to send your kids. So you might as well lose 35-7. It's 28-7. So they'll go for it here.
Fourth down, about a half yard to go for a first down. Manchester has the ball at their own 29-yard line. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Lampley driving the football off his big guard. Gives the football to Pepper, who breaks into the secondary at the 40, 30. He's going to leave everybody at the 20, 10, 5. He's gone all the way for a Manchester touchdown.
So Pepper hit in there quick, Mike, and on short yardage situations when the defense tends to walk up, that you see that a lot when the running back breaks the initial line of scrimmage. He has a lot of room, and that time is exactly what happened with Pepper broken. And again, just like Peaster catching John Ball ago, I didn't know Pepper had that kind of speed till he got open, but nobody on the Panthers was able to catch him either. And the Mavericks right back in this ball game, 28-13.
28-13, Manchester right back in the ball game with 10:56 left to go. So this thing is not over yet. Langdon will attempt the extra point. Down, up, good. Timeout on the field, 10:56 left to go. Everybody stop celebrating. It's Manchester trailing Canton 28-14, and we've still got very much of a football game.
Absolutely. We may see if we get a pooch kick of the Maverick variety here.
Langdon will come forward, kick it. He line drives it to the far side of the field, and Will Lott kind of fell down as he got the football, and the Panthers are going to have it, but deep in their own territory at about the 14-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. 10:50 left to go in the ball game.
Well, the field on a cool night like this might sometimes gets a little bit damp about this time in the ball game. It looked like Will caught the football a little bit off balance, was thinking about where he was going to run the football, and his feet just slid out from under him. And the Mavericks, after scoring, we'll have to see right here what the Panthers do. And the Panthers really need to answer this because now they're backed up inside their own 15-yard line. And the Mavericks mentally are back in the game. The Panthers need to put them away right here in this drive.
And a lot of time left to go in this football game. 30 seconds ago, the Panthers were in great shape. Now we're in a dogfight, 28-14. Wideouts to both sides of the field. Ratcliffe Gibbs diving up the middle. Carrying the football is, I believe, Will Lott. He drives it to about the 15. Gain of a yard. It'll be second down and 9 yards to go for the Panthers.
The Panthers just need to string 2 or 3 or 4 first downs together here. And even if they don't go down and score, punt the football back to the Mavericks, but kill some time, then make the Mavericks move the ball slowly as they've done all night, excluding that big play we just saw.
With a 14-point lead, Panthers have it second down, and now they give them to the 16, so give it a second down and 8 yard to go situation. 10:15 left to go in the football game. Offset eye in the backfield. Wideouts will work to both sides of the field. Ratcliffe spins, gives the football to Will Lott, breaks a tackle. Will drive it to about the 19-yard line, give him 3, and the Panthers will face a possession down. It'll be third down and about 5 yards to go for the Big Cats.
Huge play here, Mike. The Panthers, of course, want to maintain possession, pick up 6 yards on this third down play. But again, you don't want to get in a situation where you get pressure on your quarterback and force him to throw the football into double coverage or something like that and turn the ball over deep. So, I think the Panthers will probably be fairly conservative here and just hope that the guys up front can make the holes.
Third down, 5 yards to go. 9:30 left to go in the ball game. Panthers lead it 28-14. 3rd and 5. Ball at their own 19-yard line. They want to keep possession of the football on this drive. Russell Cook over the ball at center. Backs are split. Wideouts to both sides. Ratcliffe off play action. Rolls out right to throw. Sets, fires downfield. Tried to get the ball to Chad Penn at the 45. fell incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Panthers will check the punting unit onto the field, and the clock stops with 9:09 left to go in the ball game.
Well, the Panthers decided to throw the football, but a fairly safe throw with David Ratcliffe rolling to the left. And, of course, being a left-handed quarterback, can see the field extremely well and throw moving that way. Had one receiver underneath, and Chad Penn deep threw the ball to Chad. Fairly good coverage, and he did a good job just putting the ball way out front where the defender had no chance to catch it.
Chad Penn will stand back on his 5-yard line. Big kick out of here right now. There's the snap, a little low. He comes forward, booms it out of there. High line drive kick. It's going to hit on the 50-yard line and roll out of bounds in Manchester territory at the 46. So the Mavericks will have it in excellent field position with 8:59 left to go. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Well, Mike, the ball game probably boils down to this possession. If the Mavericks don't get in the end zone and score any points here, the Panthers are going to run enough clock. I don't think that the Mavericks can score. However, the Mavericks do go down and score. It's a one-score game. Anything can happen.
And plenty of time still left to go. And I think, Mike Coggins, you're exactly right. Probably the biggest possession of the football game right here. Panthers lead it 28-14. Double wing with a lone setback. Man in motion off the wing to the near side. Give driving to Pepper up the middle. Got it to about the 48. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
Well, Mike, if you look back over the course of the game, most of the plays the Mavericks have run have not picked up a whole lot of yardage. But this type of offense, if everybody's not disciplined and take the man they're supposed to take and stay at home and they're supposed to stay at home and that type of thing, you do get big plays. And the Mavericks here are just plunging along, and this time we may see the dive and the quarterback pull it. So everybody has to do their job.
Double wing with a lone setback, wide out to the far side of the field. Man in motion off the wing to the far side. Give diving to Pepper up the middle. Pepper drives to the 50 down to about the 47-yard line. So he's got about 4, and it'll be 3rd down for Manchester and 4 yards to go with 8:13 left to go in the ball game.
Well, the clock continues to run. The Mavericks in 2 plays have killed almost a minute. So, that certainly goes to the credit of the Panthers, and if they can make them take some time, great. But nonetheless, if they score even with 30 seconds to go, it's a one-score game, an onside kick, and anything can happen.
7:54 left to go. Man in motion off the wing to the far side. Here's the give to Pepper. Pepper drives to the 45-yard line. Going to be knocked down shy of the 1st down. It'll be a 4th down play for Manchester. 4th down and a long yard to go. Put the football at the Panther 45-yard line and 7:36 left to go in the ball game.
Well, Mike, we've seen 3 straight drives, and this is the thing that scares you as a coach is you want your kids to be disciplined, and 4th and 1, automatically you think they're going to run it again. You've got to be careful and make sure the quarterback doesn't pull it and make a big play.
Big play right here. Double wing with a lone setback. Man in motion off the wing. Here's Lampley giving the football to Pepper. He drives for the 1st down to the 43-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go with 7:13 left to go in the ball game.
And that's all right. You'd much rather give up a 1st down there on a 3-yard run on 4th and 1 than have a big play against you. It keeps the clock running, and still the Mavericks 41 yards away from the Panther end zone.
Manchester in the no huddle. Double wing with a lone setback. Wide out to the far side. Man in motion off the wing to the far side. Pitch to Pepper. Pepper knocked down at the line of scrimmage. No running room there as the Panthers, a whole host of black hats around that football, knock him down actually for the loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11 yards to go.
And the clock becoming a factor now, Mike. About 6.5 minutes to go. 14-point lead for Canton Academy.
Once again, Manchester in the no-huddle offense, trailing by 14, but they have it in Panther territory at the 43-yard line. 2nd down, 42 rather. 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Off a triple set to the near side of the field. Lampley rolls out right. Sets, fires, going to be hit and knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Evan Bias closed quickly and knocked him down back behind the line of scrimmage at the 43. And it'll be 3rd down and 12 yards to go for the Mavericks.
Langley rolled left, and once again, the big play guy on the Panther defense, David Morgan, really flushed him out of the pocket even more so than he wanted to be. And then Evan Bias came over and got the sack of about a yard.
And Manchester wants to talk about it. Down 12 yards to go for the Manchester Mavericks. To say this is a big play is an understatement, although Manchester's in 4-down territory. Man in motion off the wing to the near side. Play action. Lampley throws deep. Pass intercepted by Chad Penn. Down at the 15-yard line. Panthers will take over. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Mike, third down, they put all their eggs in one basket as the quarterback dropped back. And Andrew Williamson, who's a wide receiver on the far side, just ran a post pattern across the middle. He was the only receiver in the pattern. They had 9 men protecting, and he threw it down there. The Panthers, seeing that only one man was there, had double coverage. The ball was overthrown, and Chad Penn makes the interception, and the Panthers now really want to run that clock.
Third interception of the night for the Panthers, and every one has been very, very big. That one may have sealed the football game. We'll wait and see with 5:59 left to go. Wideouts will work to both sides of the field. Backs will work in the straight I formation. Ratcliffe calls him out, spins, gives to Will Lott, I believe, driving up the middle to about the 17, 18-yard line. That was Jonathan Miller carrying the football. Got it to about the 18. Give him 5. It'll be second down. 5 yards to go for the Panthers.
Well, Mike, we've talked about in the past, another huge advantage that the Panthers have this year is they've been running Will Lott a great deal tonight. And now here with less than 6 minutes to go, you got fresh legs in there with Jonathan Miller, who's played some defense tonight, but not a whole lot of offense. And still you can go to Sean Ellis if you need to.
So the Panthers, of course, 3 deep at tailback. They're showing it off right here in the fourth quarter with 5:19 left to go. Here's the give, right side, Jonathan Miller. Miller breaks a tackle, now moves it up close to the 20-yard line. May knock him down about the 19. After all, that's going to gain about a yard, and it'll be third down and about 4 yards to go for the Panthers.
So the Panthers once again would love nothing more to get this first down, but the main factor now, of course, is the clock. We're under 5 minutes, and the clock runs on all these running plays. And the Panthers, of course, taking as much time as they can as Chad Penn just now coming in with the play from the sideline.
So it's third down for the Panthers. Third down, a short 5, long 4 yards to go. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Buckley will come wide to the far side, near side. Chad Penn goes wide to the far side. Possession down for the Big Cats, but all the while that clock continues to roll. Panthers nursing a 14-point lead. Backs are split as Ratcliffe calls him out, goes off the right side to Miller, breaks to a nice hole. Miller up over the 25, 26, 27, 30-yard line, 31. First down, Canton Academy. Big clutch first down as the Panthers convert on the running play. Jonathan Miller with a nice run, and the Panthers have it first down and 10 yards to go.
Panthers have run the bootleg several times tonight, Mike, off that double fake. This time they gave to Miller on the crossbuck. Good blocking up front, and Jonathan showed good vision and got the first down easily up over the 30-yard line, and the Panthers have the football first down. The clock continues to run with just over 4 minutes.
And the Panthers looking in pretty good shape right now with a 28-14 lead. Burnside will come wide to the near side of the field. Buckley wide to the far side. Evan Bias, the tight end, tight to the far side. Backs will work out of the split backfield. First down and 10 yards to go. Off play action. Ratcliffe rolls out right. Now he's going to keep and tuck the football to the 35. Trying to weave his way. Breaks a tackle to the 40. He's to the 45-yard line. Ridden out of bounds. First down, Canton Academy. Great run and great recognition by the senior quarterback, David Ratcliffe.
Yeah, David did a good job running the football, but the best thing he did, Mike, was to see that the coverage was there, and he really did not need to force that football in at this point in the game. He just decided he'd run the football, which was the best thing he did. Then broke a couple of tackles and picked up another Panther first down.
So it's first down and 10 yards to go for the Big Cats. 3:39 left to go in the football game. Panthers have it first down and 10 yards to go. Buckley will come wide to the near side of the field. Penn wide to the far side. Backs will work in the offset eye. David Ratcliffe looks at a 4-man defensive front for Manchester. Calls him out, spins, and gives the football to Miller. Miller drives to the 45, no gain, second down and 10 yards to go.
Josh Hoffman made the hit, and Josh is the guy earlier that hit Jonathan and caused the fumble, and Jonathan may be seeing 42 in his dreams tonight. But Hoffman has played an excellent football game on the defensive side.
As has Manchester. The big problem for the Mavericks tonight, Mike, has just been the turnovers. They couldn't get away from them. The Panthers have been the beneficiaries, and they've made them pay off.
Yeah, from the opening get-go, Mike, the opening possession when the Mavericks had to punt the football and the ball sailed over the punter's head, and the Panthers got their first touchdown on only a 12-yard drive.
We're inside of 3 minutes, 2:56 left to go in the ball game. Panthers should have a backfield in motion penalty, and the flag goes down. Give driving to Will Lott. He had nothing there as Manchester slammed it down, but again, the Panthers are going to catch an illegal motion penalty.
Yeah, Miller Todd just trying to get a little quicker start than everybody else. Took a step, the official right there on the call. And the clock stops with 2:48 as they'll step off. Or no, they're not going to step it off, as the Mavericks will decline it and take the play, which will make it 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9 yards to go for the Panthers. And now Manchester's going to step in and stop the clock with 2:48 left to go. 2:48 left to go. Panthers on top, 28-14. Panthers.
Has, and like we said, no, nothing has come easy for either team, and both teams were ready to play, and both teams are still playing hard.
No doubt about it. 2nd and 9 yards to go for the Panthers. 2:48 left to go in the ball game. Manchester just burned their 2nd time out of the 2nd half. Here's the give off the right side to David Morgan. Morgan drives to about the 48-yard line. Only going to get about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd down for Manchester, for the Panthers rather, and now the Mavericks come in and burn their final timeout of the football game. It will step onto the field, but the Panthers burn about 4 minutes off the clock on that drive, and Mike, that's exactly what they needed to do with a 14-point lead.
Yeah, it puts a real burden on the Mavericks to score quickly here.
There's the snap. They had the punt block on it. Penn gets it out of there and got it away. Nice kick. Nice Panther roll inside the 15. Panthers will knock it dead at the 13-yard line, and that's where the Mavericks will play it. 1st down and 10 yards to go with 2:27 left to go.
So the Mavericks tried to get something going with a punt block, and by doing that, of course, you had 10 men going, only one guy back, and no return setup, so he had to let the football go, and the Panthers were the beneficiary of that as the ball rolled inside the 15-yard line. And now the Mavericks, who have to score quick, also have to go a long way. The ball is spotted 1st down 10 for Manchester at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Mike, not that this football game is over, but next week the Panthers go up to Grenada and play a tough Kirk Ball Club. That should be a great football game next Friday night.
Should be, Mike, and one of the Panther greats, Hall of Famer Parker Stubbs, the head coach at Kirk Academy.
It ought to be a lot of fun to go see Parker next Friday night up in Grenada, Mississippi. Here's Lampley carrying the football, and he drives it, just keeps the football on a sweep, drives it up over the 20 to about the 21-yard line. So he got about 6-7 yards of the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 yards to go for the Mavericks, but more importantly, he got out of bounds with 2:20 left to go in the ball game. Wide out will come to the near side of the field. Actually triple set to the near side of the field as Lampley rolls out right to throw under big pressure from David Morgan. Hit and dropped at the 5-yard line.
Well, I would say I'm surprised, Mike, but I'm not. David Morgan, once again, a big play defender for Canton Academy for the last 2 years, comes through and really puts a burden on the Mavericks as he sacks him way back to the 6-yard line. And one of the Mavericks up about the 15 looks like he's cramping up. I hope it's a cramp. Maybe hoping that's more serious than that. On defensive call right here, you can just sit back, try to keep him in front, or you can really put the pressure on him.
Slide to the far side of the field. Here's Lampley rolling right on the option play, just looking for a block. Drives it to about actually say his knee hit the ground, I think, at about the 11-yard line. So it's a gain of about 5, and it'll be 4th down for Manchester. And I think they're going to check their punting unit onto the field with 1:35 left to go. And barring a turnover, this thing should be safely in the win column for the Panthers.
Yeah, once again, looks like Chad Langdon, 6'1", 270-pound sophomore, will go back and stand at his goal line in punt formation. The Panthers will have to run only a couple of plays as we're nearing a minute to go.
Manchester is out of timeouts, and the Panthers lead it 28-14. Langdon comes forward and kicks it high, kind of off the side of his foot. Panthers get away from it. It takes a Panther roll. Manchester knocks it dead at the 31-yard line with 1:02 left to go in the football game. And the Panthers will have it 1st down and 10 yards to go. And run a couple of plays, and that should end homecoming 2001.
Well, Mike, we started tonight knowing it'd be a physical game. It has been a 28-14 game, which has saw a lot of good hitting on both sides of the football. And the Panthers, I know, respect the Mavericks a great deal and look for nothing here, but just either a straight dive or maybe just a kneel down and let the clock run out.
Yeah, the way this football game is going, I guarantee you the Panthers happy to get out of this thing with a win. It's been a game of turnovers. Panthers have been able to take advantage of the field position they've gotten over the turnovers, and they're going to get a man way back deep. I think that's Jonathan Miller back on the 50-yard line just to make sure nothing freaky happens and he can handle anything if the ball rolls loosely on the ground. Ratcliffe 2 steps, and he just stops to a knee with 59 seconds left to go, and the clock will continue to roll merrily along.
Yeah, well, it's time just to go in, get the pads off, go home, take a shower, come back, dance a while, get a good night's sleep. Homecoming 2001 has been a great one. As I mentioned earlier, it's been a great week at the school, and capped off with a 28-14 victory over one of your arch rivals.
Oh, and the night's just starting for you guys here at the school tonight, too.
Yeah, I told Flip this morning, the only difference in today and any other Friday, normally Fridays are 15-hour days. Today's a 20-hour day.
Absolutely. Ratcliffe goes down to a knee with 20 seconds left to go, and that ought to just about do it. Coach Flip Godfrey applauding on the near side of the field, congratulating his players with 10 seconds left to go. Panthers will go 6-1 on the year. Panthers 28. Manchester 14. You can wrap this football game in black and gold as the Panthers win it 28-14. Panthers 28, Manchester 14. We'll be back to put a wrapper on this thing in 2 minutes.